This video will tell you about important cutaneous nerves of human body. What is a cutaneous nerve? They are nerves primarily responsible for providing sensory innervation to the skin. The word cutaneous means pertaining to the skin. So cutaneous nerves provide sensory innervation or sensory supply to the skin. Each cutaneous nerve consists of sympathetic fibers, autonomic sensory fibers, and sympathetic efferent fibers. Sympathetic efferent fibers innervate the cutaneous blood vessels, sweat glands, and the rectopili muscles of hair follicle. These fibers or these nerves are important to the sympathetic nervous response. There are many cutaneous nerves in the body. Some of the larger cutaneous nerves are given below. We can see the larger cutaneous nerves in the upper body and then in the lower body. In the upper body, we can name them as in the forearm and in the arm. In the arm, the major nerves are superior lateral cutaneous nerve of arm, inferior lateral cutaneous nerve of arm, posterior cutaneous nerve of arm, medial cutaneous nerve of arm, and in the forearm, we can see lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm, second posterior cutaneous nerve of forearm, and third medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. The nerves of forearm are named in terms of forearm, and similarly the nerves of arm, that is the upper part of the arm or the upper part of the upper limb, is named in terms of arm. Coming to important nerves of lower body, that is the thigh. There are two in number, lateral cutaneous nerve of thigh and posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh. There are other important or larger nerves in other parts of the body. In the torso, we can see ventral, lateral and dorsal branches. In the neck, we can see supraorbital, infraorbital, mental, buccal, auriculotemporal, supraclavicular, great auricular and greater occipital nerve. In the slide, you can see major cutaneous nerve in the anterior view from head to foot. This slide will explain to you major cutaneous nerves in its posterior view from head to foot. This slide shows you the important nerves of the forearm. We have mentioned there are a number of nerves in the human body. Some are named and some are not named. Out of the named nerves, some important and larger nerves can be seen in this table. These include cutaneous nerve of the arm. We have already named them. The first one superior lateral, second inferior lateral, third posterior cutaneous, and fourth medial brachial. First one superior lateral originates from axillary nerve, inferior lateral from radial nerve, posterior cutaneous again is a branch of radial nerve, and the medial brachial is a continuation of medial cord of brachial plexus. From the name itself, we can identify which part of the skin it supplies. The superior lateral cutaneous supply the superior and lateral aspect of the arm. Inferior lateral cutaneous supply the lower and lateral aspect of the arm. The posterior part supply the posterior part of the arm or the skin on the back of the arm. Remember, all cutaneous nerves supply the skin on the concerned area. The medial brachial supply the median side of the arm, the skin on the medial aspect of the arm. Coming to the major or large cutaneous nerves of forearm. They are three in number. The lateral antebrachial. Antebrachial means forearm. The lateral antebrachial, posterior cutaneous and the medial cutaneous nerves of forearm. The lateral antebrachial is a branch of musculocutaneous nerve. Posterior cutaneous nerve is a branch of radial nerve. And the medial cutaneous is a continuation of or branch from medial cord of brachial plexus. As the name suggests, it supplies the lateral aspect of the forearm. Posterior cutaneous supply the posterior part or the back of the forearm, and the medial cutaneous supply the medial or ulnar side of the forearm. This picture shows you the major nerves of the upper lip, the area supplied by major cutaneous nerves of the upper limb. Here you can see the area supplied by superior lateral cutaneous nerve. It supplies the superior aspect of the lateral part of the upper arm. This is the area supplied by it, this blue colored area. Then you can see here the medial antebrachial. It supplies the medial antebrachial aspect of the forearm. This side you can see the posterior antebrachial, supplying the posterior part of the forearm. Here you can see the inferior lateral cutaneous. This is the posterior brachial cutaneous supplying the posterior part of the upper arm. And this color shows the medial brachial cutaneous nerve supply area. Coming to the cutaneous nerves of lower limb, they are 4 in number. Lateral cutaneous nerve of thigh, posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh, anterior cutaneous branches of femoral nerve, and the saphenous nerve. The lateral cutaneous is from lumbar plexus, posterior cutaneous is from sacral plexus, and the femoral nerve give rise to or branch out into anterior cutaneous and saphenous nerve. From the name itself, we can see which part it supply. Lateral cutaneous of thigh supply lateral part of thigh. Posterior cutaneous supply posterior surface of the thigh, and additionally the posterior part of leg and the perineum. Anterior cutaneous supply the skin in the anterior part of thigh. The saphenous nerve supply the skin in the front and medial side of the leg. This image shows the origin of lateral femoral cutaneous. It originates from the lumbar plexus with the root L2 and L3. This image shows the origin of posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh. Here is the posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh, and it originates from S1 and S3. It originates from S1 here, and you can see the branches from it starts from S1 until S3. And this image shows the different areas supplied by major cutaneous nerves of lower limb. This is the area supplied by lateral femoral cutaneous, the lateral aspect of thigh. This is anterior femoral cutaneous, anterior aspect of thigh. This is the medial side supplied by saphenous nerve, the medial aspect of lower leg, and posteriorly and anteriorly. This is also posteriorly and this is anteriorly. And here you can see the posterior part supplied by posterior femoral cutaneous. Thus we have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share.